Hey, good morning, everyone. David DeHaas, and today is January 1st, 2019. It was just 10 years ago this day that we officially launched this product, livingwaterscleanse.com, and it's been quite a journey. And so today I thought I'd come in and just have a kind of a review of 10 years of miracles, because it's been an amazing set of miracles. I'm actually have been amazed. One, I'm here. I never intended to be here in this spot to the amount that I am. We actually started. It was Amanda and another set of people were going to be the group that ran it, and in fact, before that was going to be some other people. Anyway. So here we are, and so I wanted to go over this morning some amazing miracles, and there's been a bunch of them, and of course we've got a lot of them recorded over on our YouTube channel. So if you ever want to go over there, it's youtube.com / I think it's Living Waters Cleanse, I believe, or Living Waters Wellness over on the YouTubes. So the coolest thing about it being here has been that we have helped people get their miracles. And it's been so much fun to watch them. So let's just go over a few of these. Let's just kind of go way back. You know, the coolest thing is we decided in the early days that this kind of a facility, you know, it needs to be in every town. And because if we did, it's my assertion that we could probably minimize the sick care cost to probably, I think we can reduce it by 3/4 is my personal opinion. But unfortunately, what we're doing, we have a product most people haven't tried, don't know what it is. So we've had to overcome that and the fear of trying something new. So we've had people come in here with a couple weeks to live, a couple months to live, all kinds of amazing diagnosis, and we've gotten them a higher quality of life, longer life, and that's been the cool thing. And the cool thing is being able just to watch the miracle on their faces every day of the 10-day cleanse is as we're cleaning out the colon. And by the way, if you're joining us for the first time, we do a 10-day cleanse. We do a 10-day deep tissue cleanse. We're doing about 35 steps. Colon hydrotherapy is the centerpiece of what we use, but we use many other modalities along with addressing the mental, emotional, and spiritual as well. Because at the end of the day, what creates the physical is the emotional, mental, and spiritual. So we have to clear those up. And so anyway, so just kind of going back through the years, I'm just kind of quickly going back through some of the amazing miracles. And just some of the things that, you know, encouraged us to keep going, because quite frankly, this business has been one that has been kind of hand to mouth. And like I say, you know, it's put together as a ministry. Most of our staff volunteers their time here. So this year we're actually we're going to become a 501c3. And we want to re-ramp this up and get it bigger, because really many people need the help out there. And if you know of people that need help, just send them to our website. I'm going to put a link down below. I've got a video that goes into this process that we do that creates all this miracle. Let's go first to the McAfees. This is kind of a cool story. So they had no clue. They got referred to us. They were in the Tri-Cities, and they, on faith, drove down from the Tri-Cities to figure out how to get well, because he'd been battling cancer for 10 years. First of all, he's had 10 colonoscopies. So he's had part of his colon out, part of his prostate. At this, when he comes to us, he's already had part of his prostate's gone, part of his colon's gone, gallbladder is gone, and now he's got tumors in his lungs. So both him and his wife came here, and we looked at them both, and I says, well, it should be a one-time cleanse. This needs to be for both you and your wife. So get her on the same page. So the cool thing is that they changed so fast. I mean, I remember her, she was as you call it, the baker of the family, and she couldn't squeeze her hands very well. It hurt, always hurt, all her joints hurt. And that improved right away. Their eating habits, you know, she was the baker of the family, and she ate, and they baked, you know, cinnamon rolls and pies and cakes and all the stuff that, of course, is not so good for our gut, probably. Anyway, when they got done, miraculous change. And in fact, he was on, I think, 10 milligrams of Oxycontin per day, and he was able to get off of that. The tumor on his spine shrunk quite a bit. He wasn't able to work when he came here. He went back to work when he went back to the Tri-Cities. and he's still around. So pretty cool story. Another guy came in here with pain. He'd been in a motorcycle wreck and around a lot of toxins. His dad owned a plant that uses welding and so forth. And he was a young guy too. He was in his 30s, as I recall, and a lot of pain. And pain went away. One of the funny ones I had was a preacher that came in, and he had toenail fungus. And someone referred him to us, and he says, you can go this traditional route. In fact, I think it was somebody from the hospital, actually. He says, you have to go check out that place down at Living Waters. And because this is a recurring problem, it's an internal gut issue. So he came down here, and he talked to us for a bit. And he says, okay, what the heck, I'll do some colonics. And so he actually, I don't think he did our 10-day process, but I think he did quite a few colonics. Anyway, it was $4,000 to zap the toenail fungus. And of course, when you zap something external and you don't treat the internal, then guess what's going to come back? That fungus is going to express itself probably somewhere else, maybe on the skin or something. So his toenail fungus, those symptoms of that disappeared pretty quickly. But the funniest part about this story is the fact that he gets done and he walks out of the building and he walks back in and he says, David, you got to hear this. He says, I feel like I'm walking on water. I've had an amazing, I'm paraphrasing now because it's been I've had amazing transformation. And then he walks up to me and says, you know what? I got more to say. I said, let's tape it. So actually, he's on our YouTube channel, and he'll tell you, as someone that's very spiritual, the transformation that he had, because he just came for a physical change, right? But everyone that comes that is, jumps in, was like called dumps in the pool with all feet and arms and hands, start swimming, have amazing, not only physical change, but mental, emotional, and spiritual. And you look at our testimonials, they all mention mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And we don't advertise that because it kind of freaks some people out. People get all kind of hung up, get their britches in a knot when we talk about the spiritual, or they get all caught up in religion. We're not a religious organization by any means. But when you start understanding how, the human body is so amazing, you got to address all those 4 areas. And some people address it to go deeper than others, and that's all good. We're here just to coach you up and take you along for the ride. We're not here with any agenda whatsoever, but it's so much fun. The last cleanse we just did, we had a gal with stage 4 cancer. And my gosh, just watching the roughness of her face and the color with, deep gray, greenish gray to pink, and literally watching the softness and the smoothness of the skin come back was freaking just amazing. It's always amazing. I have the best job in the world for seeing all these miracles. So let's talk about a couple other miracles that are pretty amazing. So if we can heal this, I said, we can heal anything. This is my dad. My dad's had cancer, but that's not the story I want to tell. He was supposed to be dead 10 years ago. They gave him 2 years to live. Yeah. So he's beat that by 8 years, still going. But the amazing story is we have to go back in time 15 years when he had a tumor behind his left ear. And they went into the hospital, supposed to be an in-and-out surgery. He woke up 7 days later, almost died. To have this tumor, when they did, they cut this trigeminal nerve here, and this whole part of his face just drooped. Couldn't blink this eye for 15 years, couldn't chew or taste food in this side of his mouth for 15 years. So in 2006, I think he did his first 10-day cleanse on my arm twisting encouragement, and he did another one in 2007, I think it was, and he did his third one in 2008 or 9. So when they found out his cancer, in fact, the doctor was like, "Do you want to do your own thing?" So on the cancer part, but part about this, we never expected this to heal. So on his 4th 10-day cleanse, he walked in the office, took off his glasses, and said, "Look it." And he winked about that fast, which is pretty fast for him. He hadn't winked in 15 years. He had to tape his eyes shut at night to go to sleep. And he can now chew and taste food. So that was pretty shocking. By the way, if you're on here, make a comment. Tell us where you're from. Do share it if you like what we're going to give. I'm going to be on here every day this month as a reboot for the new year and give you guys tips and so forth. But today's just kind of a review of miracles and just some amazing things. Oh my gosh. can't think of her name for just a moment here, but she came in, Marlena. Marlena came in with severe vertigo. In fact, I don't even know. She shouldn't have been driving. We made arrangements for someone to pick her up, but she had to cover her eye to see a computer screen and read it. She could not barely press a remote control, so her hands, wouldn't come together. She was on a lot of pain medication. Her liver was down to, I think, 20% function. Sarcoidosis, liver failure is what they called it. She had missed about 3-4 months of work, I think, the prior year, so she didn't have any available time off. We had to get special doctor's medical. She go through all this process to get off time from work to do this. And what's really amazing about the story is that she comes in the first day and she's feeling so much better. And by day 3 or 4, day 4, she's always said, David, look at this. And she goes, my hands. And she goes, hey, guess what? I'm on no pain meds. My husband forgot to get my prescription refilled. I'm on no pain meds. Her vertigo is gone at this point, 4 days into it. She gets done with the cleanse. She comes back, does another follow-up liver cleanse. About 6 months later, she called me, and I remember it clear as day, and she says, get this. My liver, according to the doctor, is that of a teenager's. Yeah. So in that, doing a 10-day cleanse, she did a follow-up liver cleanse, and then she kept doing all the things I told her to do, and pretty amazing story. So that was amazing. That was totally amazing. Susan, who's now working for us, came to us. Oh my gosh, Susan had spent a lot of money, about $70,000 we figured out on supplements to get rid of parasites. She'd been told she had parasites. And so she comes to the cleanse, and she really physically, she appeared to be in good shape. She just told them, hey, I got parasites. And she was taking 150 pills per day to supposedly get rid of these parasites. When you know about parasites, they bury themselves in the mucosal lining. They don't want to come out. They've been there for years. They've been your little friend in there, and they don't want to leave. And so we know no matter what you try to do as far as parasite detoxification, if you don't add colon hydrotherapy and energy medicine, you're not going to get them out. You're getting some out, but you're not going to get them out. We've seen this time and time again where people came in and said, hey, I've done parasite cleansing for the last 20 years. I've been taking the herbs, I've been taking the zappers, I've been doing all that stuff. They come in here and do a 10-day process, and boom, big tapeworms. We've seen tapeworms as big as 25 feet. Pretty amazing. So she got a truckload of parasites out. I think she did a 15-day cleanse, as I recall, with us. She went over time and did more cleansing. And then we had Catherine came to us, and again, this is somebody who couldn't, 26 years old, hadn't worked in 4 years. When she was in college, she got Lyme, and she also got Crohn's. And it was caused emotionally, like all these things are, but she came to me down at 87 pounds. Now, she had doctors that told her that doing colonics was dangerous. And I looked at her, she's blue-gray in color. She's literally blue. It's amazing. I says, well, to work for me, you got to do a 10-day cleanse. And she couldn't even work then. She had constant diarrhea for 4 years, every hour on the hour. She'd been hospitalized 3 times, I believe it was. And the 4th time, she said, I'm not going back. She tried enzyme therapy for a year. She did acupuncture. She went for an acupuncturist, so she could get her acupuncture treatment paid for I think, for a year. She was always doing something naturally to try and figure this out. And she did our 10-day cleanse, transformation, actually amazing. And it took her about a year to get, so she was able to work full-time, sleep through the night. Remember, she came in about 10 months after she had done our 10-day cleanse. And she says, hey, I did jumping jacks today, and I slept through the night. So that was a cool story. She's now fully employed, contributing to the gross national product. That's a pretty cool story. And then we got a mama who was tired, just had another mama in, tired, fatigued, drinking 100 ounces of soda, try to stay awake, has no clue. And what's amazing to me is how many women come in, and they've been to their general practice doctor, and maybe even been to a specialist, and they get told it's all in their head. Shocking to me how many women are on these antidepressants when really all they need is to heal the gut. Because think about this, in your gut, you have more neurons
So neurons are like little cell phones. You have more neurons in your gut than your spinal column. And if they're not fired and wiring, then you've got a problem. You've got an issue. So I don't have a picture here, we've got a screen share, but every organ, as you watch my video, I'm going to post it down here at the end. If you watch, if I'm here, time to do it right now, by golly. And there's a webinar you all need to watch if you haven't watched it. This is a 68-minute bit.ly/heal thyself naturally. We go to that webinar, and anyway, so what was that? So the neuron, so every organ and part in your body has a nerve connection from the gut to, whether it be to the heart, to your eyes, your ears, your hands, your arms, your shoulders, your spleen, your kidney. Everything has got a connection to the gut. There is a major channel of power emanating out of your intestinal tract. You got 30-some feet of pipe-ish, right? You have about 5 to 6 feet of colon of your large intestine. It is critical to take care of this, because how this lives is how the rest of you lives. So anyway, this mama comes in severely tired, got referred to us, and in 10 days was a new mother and was able to work and take care of her 2 kids like she was intended to. And she's off all medications, and it was pretty cool healing as well. So we had a guy last year, the doctors gave him 2 months to live. He had cancer, 2 months to live. He's still living. It's a pretty cool story. You know, that's just like another day at the park here sometimes with us. Oh my gosh, Ann's got an amazing story. Oh my gosh. Oh, so brain stuff. Let's talk about brain stuff. So we have people in here with brain stuff, headaches, migraines, Chandra, our colonitotherapist, bipolar. And so transverse colon is all the brain connections, guys. So you make 90% of your serotonin gets made in the gut. That's your happy mood meter, okay? You want to be happy, fix your gut. So think about this. If you've got old rotting fecal matter that's laying around in there and those neurons aren't firing, then guess what? It's going to affect you in different ways. It may be in the transverse colon. It's going to affect your brain area. Maybe you're not making the serotonin that you need to be made. So when we get that cleaned out, I've seen people get off their bipolar medication. I've seen people get off of all their meds. So headaches, Chandra had for 12 years, 144 months, on the full moon, she had a severe migraine. So it could last up to a week. And this has been going on since 9/11/2001. And my intuitive wife says, well, this is a parasite issue. Sure enough, tons of parasites relieved. It's been 5+ years, 5.5 years, no headaches. Pretty cool story. All the brain stuff, we just, people come out and they feel more clear, more able to concentrate, focus. It's like, the brain fog stuff. We get a lot of people here with brain fog. The brain fog goes away pretty quickly. Joint pain, again, this usually be caused by your heavy metals, parasites again. And again, we got to detoxify the body. If you're not detoxifying the body, you're not going to be able to change it chemically to get, you can mute the pain with pain meds, but long term, that's not a good solution, of course. So it's best to do some cleansing, and it's cheap. It's, compared to everything else out there, guys, it's one of the cheapest, most inexpensive, highest return on investment things that you can do for the body. I'm scrolling down here just to kind of jog my memory. Oh, here's a gal, speaking of parasites. She's an attorney, and she came to us, and she was on top of things. She was taking supplements. She was taking parasite tinctures. She was doing all the right stuff and read a lot of the same books that we all read, and she was very well versed. And she came to the cleanse, and she had a sciatica thing going on, but the thing that blew her away was the parasites that came out. She said, my gosh, I've done everything. Like I mentioned earlier, I've done everything. And what she came to realize, by God, you got to throw the water at it and the energy, and then boom, those parasites will leave. Of course, I'm still here. My miracles are I had cancer. I've had severe psoriasis. I've had allergies and asthma. I have no allergies anymore. I don't have any asthma. I used to be, whenever I'd go out and work out or do anything exercise-wise, I'd always injure something years ago. And since then, since I've done the cleansing, I don't have a problem with that. I can go out, I referee a lot, or I have,
referee quite a bit, and it's amazing how many games I'm able to do and still go skiing on Sunday. Let's see here. What else? Gluten intolerance. We've seen that. Had a herbalist come here years ago, and very scared. People I can understand. You're a little nervous the first day. And she says, the first day I couldn't even think, couldn't even see straight. I was so nervous about the whole thing. Day two, she said it was like a carnival ride. I was so excited to get in and get going cleansing. But anyway, a lot of pain. Again, an herbalist, very knowledgeable. She was doing acupuncture, I think, almost daily, chiropractic daily. She was doing a lot of massages. Her pain was that bad, and nothing was getting her over the hump, if you will. And then she did a 10-day cleanse, and of course, was able to then go back to work and live a full life. Psoriasis, yeah, we've helped a lot of people with psoriasis, and again, psoriasis coming out in the skin, that's an internal issue in the gut, usually caused by a lot of mold, fungus. That can be heavy metals as well. And again, we just got to clean this out. We got to do a liver cleanse. Your liver is an amazing organ, but it can only do so much. It's like the furnace filter in your home. You can't leave it in there for a lifetime without cleaning it, right? Same thing in our body. We got to do liver cleansing regularly. But you can't do a liver cleanse unless you clean out the colon, because if you dump a toxic liver into a toxic colon, you may get sick. But you're definitely not getting rid of everything like you need to. So you really need to open up the pathways to get rid of the toxins. Cracked feet. We just had a gal come in. Again, it's caused by fungus. But her feet were so cracked, so severe. And 3 days, amazing change, smooth. Yeah. Okay, I've been watching stuff for 10 years now. Actually longer than that, but what amazing. We had a gal out of work. In fact, another colon therapist refused to take her, was afraid that I don't know what they're afraid of. We've seen some severe stuff, guys. Just at the end of the day, we've had some severe stuff. And like Larry came in last year, my gosh. I figured if we could heal Larry, there's nothing that can't be healed, really. Larry came to us. I don't know if he had even a week to live, really. He was super constipated, couldn't walk, came in a cart, had so much ammonia in the brain, couldn't think. His wife, amazing caretaker. Almost did die. During the cleanse, they actually went and had 2 more biopsies. Why, I don't know. But anyway, that dang near killed him. He almost did get back in here. But he got back in here, and by day 5, he was able to stand up and use a walker, which was a huge change. He had been in and out of the hospital for 6 months, and he was able to go home for Christmas. Home was 5 hours drive north of here, and that was a miracle to get him there and really improve the quality of his life for that. So I thought, man, if we can get him to walk, which was amazing. We had a guy come in also to walk. We had another guy came in, and his legs were black. I thought, because he came in an electric cart, we had to lift him on the client bed, and his legs were dark. I mean, they were black as night. It was like, oh my gosh. And I had not seen anything like this ever. And of course, he'd been taking all the meds. I believe he might have also had some Parkinson's. I can't remember what his other. Anyway, in 6 sessions, in fact, he was so toxic, we couldn't even get him on the client bed every day. We spread him out. But within 6 days, he was using the walker. Amazing shift. And the legs, it took about 6 months, and the legs were pink. So you get the gut clean. Amazing things are going to happen. So I can sit here and talk to you guys all day long. I've went way longer than I probably should have. But you can kind of get 10 years of these amazing. You know what? One other miracle I want to share with you. So people come all the time, I'm sick, and they call and cancel their appointment. And I say, no, get in here. You're sick. This is the perfect time to do a colonic. So if you are sick, you don't feel good, come to a colonic, because you're going to be amazed in an hour. Remember, Laura came to us, allergies and FOOP within a couple of days. 3 days, her allergies weren't going, but I had so many people come into me that I've talked to come in that they were going to cancel. They'd canceled work. They were that sick. They came in, nose running, eyes running. Okay, put me on the client bed. And they got on the client bed, they walked out. I remember one gal, she walked, it was night and day. She had her hat on, she had glasses on. She was whistling when she came out the building. She came in, she was bawling. She was crying when she came in. And an hour later, she was happy, smiling. Amazing. More terminals on my brain. Oh my gosh, darling. Pat. Oh, I don't blame you. Well, you know, Pat, do watch the video. If that resonates with you, we just had another gal went through traditional treatment a year ago, and the cancer was back. And she is spent about 13 days with us. And if you're on the very first, but amazing change for her. And she's doing better, and I think she's got definitely a good shot at this. Amazing change. Her life forces just increased tremendously. So what we know, I've had cancer. My dad's had cancer. Again, we don't make claims. Anything we're talking about here is just all stuff that's happened to people that came through a process. Nothing's been diagnosed, treated, or cured on this call that we're doing today. But what we're doing is get the body back in the balance, give it the good nutrients. And your body is absolutely amazing. When you give it the micronutrients it is, it'll go and start working on those cells, get those cancer cells, and start chopping them up, basically, is the way I call it, like a little Pac-Man. We have a lot of therapies for that. And nerves as well. We've had people with nerves come in. Oh, pinched nerves. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Got to shrink those down. So what all I know to be true is that when we start detoxifying the body, you know what? Amazing things can happen. So, and of course, you know, we did this. Really good one. Oh, covered a lot of areas today. Oh, Lyme. That's a big one. My gosh, Jennifer. This is an amazing story. Okay, I'll finish with this one. Jennifer came to us with Lyme disease, and she had been disabled since she was 35 years, I think it was, because she was near 40. Math is an art, of course. So anyway, she came to us from Seattle, heard about us. She drove past a lot of colon therapists to get to us. But anyway, so she did the cleanse, and oh my gosh, she was just back in here for a follow-up. It's been a couple of years. But cool thing. So her Lyme dissipated. Prior to coming here, all she could do was sleep. She would get up in the morning, trudge through breakfast, make it for her daughter, take her daughter to school. I think her daughter was 12 at the time. Set the alarm, get back at 3, go get her daughter, make her dinner, go back to bed. That was her life, her existence. Not much of an existence at 40 years old. Anyway, she did our 10-day cleanse, and today she's just back. The cool thing, she went back and the Lyme disease doctor was like, wow, this is amazing. But the other cool part of the story is that she says, yeah, I got to go to my eye doctor though. My eyesight's changed. Kind of concerned about that. So she goes to the eye doctor, and the eye doctor goes, yes, you should, but you should not be concerned. Your eyesight has changed. It's increased for the better by double. By double. Oh my gosh. Pretty amazing. And now she's very active. She was just here for a follow-up, and she's working 40 hours a week. She's working for a nonprofit. She's involved in her daughter's school. Oh my gosh, doing all kinds of stuff. Oh, back pain. Let's talk about back pain. I had a chiropractor come in with back pain. Isn't that kind of funny? And he had been doing 3 years of chiropractic, acupuncture, and prednisone injections. And of course, the underlying issue of all this was emotional. So, because our process, as you'll see in the video that you'll watch, is basically a round wheel, we addressed all those areas. He was able to let go of what was really bothering him and unsurface that and let that go, and been good ever since. Oh my gosh, I can spend here all day, guys. Lots and lots and lots and lots of miracles. But I want to share this with you. It's been a joy to be down here and watch all this happen. It's been the greatest front row seat that anyone could have, because the body is truly miraculous. Let's talk about one more. It's Alzheimer's. Now, I haven't seen Alzheimer's cured yet, but I have seen people improve. Parkinson's, I've seen people improve. These are tough ones. Those are, really. But I remember the gal that has Alzheimer's, and her and her husband were very, he especially had all this equipment. They had been to a lot of seminars. They were doing all kinds of things. But every day he came and said, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I came today. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I came today. But the cool part was on day 5, she couldn't talk when she came to see us. Could not talk. She could say a couple words, but to get a thought out was really difficult. On day 5, I says, wow, you've really had a change. And she says to me in a whole paragraph, which blew me away. She says, yes, this has been fantastic. I probably shouldn't tell you this, but before I came here, I just wanted to kill myself. And it was like, wow. I mean, for her to be able to put some words together, and she was really, in despair. So we gave her some improvement, which was pretty cool. That's pretty cool to see that. So we've seen some pretty amazing things throughout the years. We'll leave it at that. And you guys make it. It's the first day of January. I was looking back through my Facebook memories deal, and every year on the first day of January, I've done a colonic, and then went skiing. I think I might do the same thing today. Hey, you guys make it a blessed day. If you want to know more, you can call the office. Give us a call. We'll do a consultation with you to see if cleansing's right for you. Do watch the webinar, because the webinar, I went to a lot of effort, 68 minutes, but it has got all the details you need to know, all the steps we do. So you watch that, you're going to really understand, and you'll understand whether it resonates or not. And if it does, great. If it does, that's okay too. You guys make it a blessed day. Happy blessings on your 2019. Do share this. Give us some likes and thumbs up. We appreciate it. Make it a blessed day.